Audio Jungle.
And welcome to everyone who is joining us for this Day 2 Youth Panel on the contribution of young people in creating a safe environment, part of the Kharkiv Security Forum.
Доброго ранку всім. Рада вітати вас на другому дні Харківського безпекового форуму, який буде відбуватися на тему внеску молоді у створенні безпечного середовища.
I'd first like to thank the International Scientific and Educational Association for their work in organizing this important event.
Перш за все, я хотів би подякувати Міжнародній науковій асоціації за всю роботу, яку вона провела для організації цього заходу.
And for their support to youth voices.
І також дякую Асоціації підтримки молоді.
I'd also like to thank my panelists for joining me this morning, who we will get to meet in a second.
Також хотів би подякувати нашим учасникам панельної дискусії, з якими ми зараз познайомимось.
Good afternoon. My name is Olga Prokopenko, and I'm a graduate student from National University of Civil Defense of Ukraine. So my topic of report is improving the management system of emergency prevention measures in the context of the COVID-19.
Glad to see you, everybody. My name is Victoria Tsokota. I'm a researcher of the Laboratory of Crisis and Extreme Psychology of the National University of Civil Defense of Ukraine. Today I will share with you some ideas in the area of extreme and crisis psychology.
So, esteemed colleagues, thank you very much for the possibility to participate and to present the results of the work of Cluster, integrating several universities and several producers of the food industry of Ukraine.
And with
Hi.
Okay, I can start it. On the territory of Ukraine, we have 130 enterprises. For example, Lviv, Kyiv State, Kyiv Decision Ray, and Kharkiv Automobile enterprises. I want to introduce my presentation for in my topic digital era, the only one automatic combat control system transformation potential. This actuality of the research topic. The implementation of any new technologies, including digital, a process of course long and carries a lot of unknown challenges and dangers to humanity. They are usually grouped into three groups: social, economic, technical, organization, and natural. We realize that all of this quite fully in the 20th century, introducing scientific and technological progress into the real economy. Like the term information warfare, which appeared in the second half of the 20th century in the United States, is embraced differently and quite loosely. In military cycle, information warfare is understood as action taken to achieve information advantage in support of the national military strategy by influencing the information and communication system of the enemy, while ensuring the security and protection of their own in order to, as a first, control the global information space. Second, not to allow the enemy to obtain acquired information about himself and use control over information to conduct information attack against him. And the third, to increment the over-efficiency of its own image for the widest pool use of military information and communication function of the state. And we have concept Ukроборонпром, and we have divisions and enterprises. As the first, divisions of aimed out enduring and special equipment, these 30 companies. Next, aircraft construction, the repair divisions, 27 enterprises. Next, marine endurance divisions. Divisions of radio communication and air defense system. Divisions of high precision weapons and ammunition. and special exporters, these 7 companies. On the territory of Ukraine, we have 130 enterprises. For example, Lviv, Kyiv State, Kyiv Decision Ray, and Kharkiv Automobile Enterprises. Information warfare to date at the global level, there is still no generally accepted definition of information weapons and information warfare. In this primary due to terminology difference, which in turn are caused by the difference in the enterprise of states and the difference in approach to information security. Digital war with the help of information technology, the tactics and condition military on order confluence have changed. Information and disinformation become dangerous weapons according to the person in whose hands information is and for what purpose it is used. Human development management is the first analysis of the external environment of the enterprises, condition of human development staff, hierarchy, program, strategy, implementation, evolution of results and feedback. What about conclusions? At the first, like to the term information warfare, which operated in the second half of the 20th century in the United States, is interpreted differently and quite loosely. As the second, components of information warfare, psychology operations, the use of the information to influence the acquirement of enemy actions, physical destruction. It can be part of information warfare if the goal is to influence the elements of information and communication system. Global defense spending is steadily rising in a world that has recently seemed world. In 2019, they increased by 4 present companions to 2018 is showed the large growth in almost a decade. Thank you for your attention.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Yulia Sергhiyenko and I represent Kharkiv National University of Civil Engineering and Architecture. I'm a PhD student, and today I would like to speak about economic security as an integral component of the national security of the state. Economic security is an integral part of national security, and that's why the problem of economic security of Ukraine for many years remains extremely important, especially in terms of ensuring sustainable and balanced development of the country in the long run. The problem of economic security in the context of globalization acquires the status of the highest priority in public policy. In the system of national security, economic security performs clearly defined functions, carries a significant functional load. Its essence is that it is the material basis of national sovereignty, which determines the real possibilities for all other types of security. That is, economic security is the basis for the functioning of all other elements that are part of this system, like military security, technical security, food security, environmental, and so on. It is also necessary to say about the main tasks of economic security, such as the decrease of inflation and unemployment, the maintaining the stability of the national currency, the ensuring of economic growth of the country, improving the quality of life of the population, a reduction of budget deficit and public debt, a formation of an effective structure of the economy, sectoral indicators, and socioeconomic factors. Of course, we know that today we must take into account the crisis factors, their components, which may adversely affect the state of economic security of the national economy. But what exactly should be done to improve the current situation we have today? So what exact steps should be taken? The most important are to improve the political situation in the country by improving the current legislation. The second one is to improve the system of energy supply. The next very important is the expansion of the domestic market and overcoming structural deformation of the economy. It is also very important to overcome the unemployment, to create favorable working conditions and to prevent the escape of labor capital and brain drain. Keeping the inflation low is also a very important aspect. Increasing the level of competitive domestic production, maintaining the stability of the national currency as a means of accumulation, and creation of an export credit system with the support of the state. So these aspects are very important, and in current situation, if they will be provided, the situation may change for the better for our country in the long run. So summarizing all above, we can conclude that although Ukraine has overcome a difficult period of transition, but to talk about the existence of a reliable and effective system of national economy is too early. Currently, its condition can be described as an active development, and the priority task for Ukraine on this path is to develop and approve a national strategy of economic security of the state, and that will determine the main directions and mechanisms for implementing state policy in this area. Well, thank you for your attention. That's all.